Check. Hopefully this shit is coming through the damn live. Check. If you pop in here, can you tell me if it sounds like it's coming from the microphone? Does it sound like it's coming from the mic? Check. Can someone confirm? Does it sound like it's coming from the microphone? Somebody, anybody? Does it sound like it's coming from the mic? Thanks, Teresita. What's up, Aaliyah? All right. So what we're doing today, we're actually going to answer some of these questions. If you saw, I put on my story, like a little thing you can pop in there. People can ask questions and you can caption it. I titled it "Your Most Pressing Questions," and a lot of people had a lot of good questions. So we're gonna tackle some of them here in this one, and then I'm just gonna save the live and post it on my page, so it can just be there for people's reference. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's good, everyone? So yeah, we got questions 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got 5 questions that we're gonna do today. The 5 that I chose are all kind of centered in the same theme, so we're gonna do that. Before we start, I saw someone say Brooklyn. Can you say where you're tuning in from before we begin? I'm gonna try to stick to a time constraint. I'm not gonna be on here all night because I always get on live and then be on here for hours. I'm not gonna do that today. I'll try not to. Jersey. So we have Brooklyn, Jersey, Chicago, Detroit, Tampa, Jersey. Cool. Ohio. Teacher and Poodle from New York. I like the Poodles. NC, DC, Waldorf. Damn, you way out there? Type shit. South Carolina. France, okay. Tu parles français ou non? That's how you gotta say it. Cool. Baltimore with the dummies. All right, let's go ahead and unpack it. So the theme of today's questions pertain to my dating life. A lot of people ask about my dating life, so I decided to just start the question series off with addressing that. So, yeah, that's what we're gonna tackle today. So the first question someone asked me. So if you have questions in here, if you didn't put them on my story, put the questions in a little thing. I don't know if it's the same thing for y'all, but it has like a little question mark. Type your questions in there if you have questions as it pertains to dating, and then I'll answer those if they're different from these ones. But the first one is pretty simple. Someone asked me would I date someone joining the military. My answer is no. I'm not going to date someone joining the military. I've never done long distance relationships. All of my relationships, and I've only been in 2 serious relationships. We've been in, furthest was she was like almost an hour drive or so, a little over an hour. So someone joining the military, I probably wouldn't date someone joining the military. And I hear about what happens at basic training, like you have a battle boo or whatever, battle legs and a battle jaw. Nah, so no, I wouldn't date anybody joining the military. So if you're planning on joining the military, your chances are pretty slim. I'm sorry. Why don't I have a wife? I think someone actually put that in here too. Why I don't have a wife? I'm not necessarily looking for one just yet. I still feel like I'm pretty young. I'm 28 years old, so I don't necessarily need to be looking for a wife yet. It's just not. It's not like my focus for real. It's not my focus. So that is why I don't have a wife. I got to get my life together before we introduce a wife into the equation. So, yeah. What does that say? You're eccentric. More of a comment. So I'm reading some of these from the little question thing. If you got stuff, you can put it in there. I'll see it easier than typing it in the comments. You're eccentric. More of a comment, no question. I'm glad you were hired. Thank you. I appreciate that. What made you interested in? We're talking about dating right now. We ain't talking about teaching shit. Nah, that's kind of rude. I'm sorry. Yo, that's an out of pocket question. That is an out of pocket question. That is an out of pocket question. What is wrong with y'all? Yeah. I answered that. I'm 28. Yeah. All right, cool. Oh, hold on. All the questions are on here. Oh, kill. All of them are on here. I didn't know that. All right. Okay. So yeah, let's go ahead and do it that way. Where is it at? Hold on. So hold on. If I put someone's comment up, can you see the comment? Or can you see who commented it? Does it show the profile? Does it show it? Or does it just show the question? Yeah, I'll put some of these out of pocket questions on here so you can't see. Okay, yeah. Let's go ahead and so y'all can see some of the out of pocket stuff I was getting on here. Some of y'all need to seek the Lord. And some of y'all are just too horny. You need to figure that out. You need to figure that out. Actually, no. We'll save the out of pocket ones for after. Let's go. Let's talk back on the topic. Yeah, we already answered why I don't have a wife. I'm not interested in having a wife yet. I'm young. I'm only 28, so yeah. Why don't I have a wife yet? I'm trying to find the questions in here. Bear with me. Hold on. I got the questions written down because I didn't know you can just like put them on here, or they were just automatically here. Boom. Okay. Because this was one I have on here. Do I like women that shoot their shot? I don't mind it. I think it's quite bold and brave, and I've experienced that quite a bit. But I'm not. That's not like what I'm waiting for. Like I'm not like, oh, I'm single because I'm waiting for her to come out with her, on a horse with her shining armor and with her sword and trying to, swindle me. Like, no, I'm not waiting for someone to shoot their shot in that regard. But I am on the lookout for those who show interest, and if there's an inkling of potentiality that I might be interested, I'm going to pursue and I'm going to shoot my shot. But yeah, I don't mind if women shoot their shot, and that just makes it easier for me because I guess now I'll ask y'all the question for the ladies in here. How do y'all show if you're not just going to outright shoot your shot? What are some subtle ways that you would show a man that you're interested in them? That is a valid question. Hopefully, I got some fellas in here taking notes so you can see, because I'll be confused sometimes, and then sometimes I don't know when to approach, or I don't know what is. So what do you do? What do you do if you're not outright saying like you're interested and you're expressing that interest? How do you subliminally, I don't know, shoot your shot? I've been shooting my shot since forever. At me? I probably haven't seen it. I'm not gonna lie. A lot of people say that they message me and they be like, check the request, and I look in there and they're not in there. So je ne sais pas. Yeah. I would ask him out on a date, honestly, if I want to get to know him more. I'm gonna ask what his interests are and what he likes to do. Okay, so you express interest in their life and hobbies and activities. Okay, so they're showing interest. Yeah, a lot of people are stuck on online dating. That's what's wrong with this world, for sure. Yeah, yeah, and a lot of people are just hurt and unhealed and unwilling to do their inner work. They just want to jump to the next person and bring all their shit to the next partner. That's what I stopped. That's why I'm not in a relationship right now, because I had to stop that. I had to stop jumping in and out of situationships and being involved with different people. And I had to take a step back and unpack my own shit and realize that, you know what? Maybe I'm the drama. Maybe I'm part of the problem. And that's when the work started. Giving him my attention and all my time. Okay. Time and attention. Did you compliment, ask questions to get a conversation going? Okay. All right. So, yeah, that answers that one. Yeah, I don't mind it, but it's not something I'm waiting for. I'm not waiting for some immaculate woman to shoot their shot and that'll be like, oh, nope, that's it. That's what I'm waiting for, and I'm going to be off the market. Yeah. Next question. Maybe I should find it on here. Too many people on the internet, so it's great to settle down. Hold on. I get so many people on the internet, so that's why it's great to settle down with social media. Focus on I feel that. Damn, I'm trying to find the questions, but I'm not going to go through that because each time I had to go through that long ass list, I'm not going to do that. And I just wanted to talk about dating here. So, sorry if your question doesn't pertain to dating. We're still going to get to it, but just not in this one. And yours might be in the video. I was actually, before I came on here, I was recording this stuff, but I was like, you know what? Some of it I'll just do a live and I'll just post it that way so you can be real raw, uncensored, uncut, like here. But yeah. So yeah, am I dating or do I date? I'm open to the idea of dating now. I'm open to it, but again, it's not my primary focus anymore. But I am open to dating and going on dates, but it's not my primary focus. And that answers the next question. Looking for a girlfriend? I'm not looking for a girlfriend. I'm not actively seeking. I just have my awareness open. So if something presents itself and it is of interest, perhaps we might pursue something, but it's not like an active thing. What is a turnoff for me? Poor personal hygiene. Poor personal hygiene is a major turnoff. Being illiterate. Yeah, just being illiterate. Very unattractive. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Turn off, yeah. Poor personal care. So yeah, personal hygiene is one, but poor personal care as far as your physical health is concerned. That can be a turn off for me. Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure that too. Being overly promiscuous, being for the streets, no, yeah, turn off too. Someone who is just too, just like out there. Nah, no. Turn offs right there. So yeah, pretty much sexy red. Yeah, if you can't care about yourself, yeah. So if I look at you and it looks like you don't keep up with your own self, how would you even make this dynamic work? Doesn't make any sense. So major turnoffs for me. Yeah, that's pretty much it for the dating questions. If that's not it here, I came on here to do that and then cut it so I can save it. So if you got any more questions pertaining to my dating life, we'll answer it. The floor's open. The floor's open. And here's an idea that someone brought up, and I'm actually going to do this because I think it's a quite fire idea. Um, like a speed dating thing. Like I'll do a speed dating thing here on live. Someone said in the last live I did that I should do a speed dating segment where I bring people on. It's like speed rounds, like they're trying to, I don't know, shoot their shots at me, and we kind of just use like that'll be the experience. So, I haven't told my sister about it, but I think I'm going to put her in charge of it. I'm going to be like, oh, if you're interested, hit my sister up. So if you're in here and you interested, that some sounds like something you're interested in. If you go to my page, I'm pretty sure you can see who my sister is. I'm pretty sure I tagged her in some recent videos. If you're interested, just message her, randomly message her. She's not even gonna know what you're talking about. I'm gonna tell her later. But I think I'm gonna do that. So if you're interested, hit my sister up. We definitely gonna do that. Are you okay with staying in my solitude? Not forever. I don't want to be like this forever. I don't want to be lonely forever. No. What exactly did you need to unpack? I mean, I didn't mean unpack in the sense like we're gonna get real deep. I'm just like unpack the questions about dating. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. How long did my serious relationships last? My first one, probably like 2 years. 2 years, 2.5 years. The other one close to like 4. Yeah. Last time I've been on a date, couldn't even tell you. Couldn't even tell you. No, I only said my sister because like I don't want, I don't know, I want it to be, if we're gonna do a speed dating thing here on live, I don't want to get all of your names and all the interest because I'm gonna be tempted to just like, okay, I'm gonna just go through your profile and make my, you know, I don't know, base my perceptions off what I see there. But if I have y'all going to another person, that'll then, I don't know, relay the details to y'all, so it's not through me, then I won't know who you are. So like when we do that live, it's like you pop in, it's like it's the first time I don't know who you are, I didn't know you were interested. So I don't know, it's still in the planning phases. It's not official, but that's just the first thing that I thought of is her. So I mean, you don't have to if you don't want. I'm just yeah. And someone also, I guess I answered this question too. Where is it? Damn. How do I deal with so many shots? Like how do I deal with so many people shooting their shots? Uh, Somebody asked me that in the little poll thing. I mean, I don't really know how to answer that question. I don't deal with it. If someone shoots their shot and I see that, I'll look into it, and if it looks like something I'm not interested in, then it'll just be a shot that didn't hit the rim. Sounds kind of harsh, but that's how I deal with everyone shooting their shot. Yeah. Certain type of woman I go for. A woman that's down to earth. Woman that's down to earth. Woman that's naturally beautiful. Woman that's interesting. That can keep my attention. That's my thing. I get bored really easily, so you gotta stimulate. You really gotta stimulate my mind. And yeah, you can't be a square. Can't be boring. Got to be open minded. Got to be willing to just be adventurous. Yeah, I like those qualities in the women I go for. I don't think women in here are down bad. Like first introduction, can't get him to follow and text you because now he. Hey, exactly. I thought she would join here. She'll probably be on here in a little bit. She's cooking right now. Last time I talked to her, so she'll probably pop in, and then I'm gonna pitch the idea to her. Airball for sure. So yeah, a lot of them are just airballs for sure. My sign, I'm a Cancer. Cancer Gemini cusp. What are you writing in your notebook? These are all the questions. I have the questions on this page, and then I have like all of the people's content requests, things they want to see. I have it here in my journal. Yeah. So I can stay organized, because if I don't, I'm all over the place. Yeah. I feel like I missed a question up there. Go for. What's my ideal date? I answered that before in my last live, but I don't know. Like I said before, something really fun. Like let's do something adventurous. Like let's go laser tag into a pottery class. Maybe go paint something. Paint each other. Nah, not on the first date. Not on the first date. I'm wilding. Yeah, let's go rock climbing or freaking axe throwing. Something fun, and then after that, go get something to eat and speak and experience each other in a more intimate setting. And that's that. I think that's a bomb ass first date. Yeah. So I think since we're on the dating topic, I think let's go ahead and add sexuality in here too. Let's add in the real nitty gritty, the real meat of the topic. This, other than the like, am I single or am I dating or why don't I have a wife? The next most common thing that I see pertains to sexuality, or my sexuality. Um, Again, I'm not entirely sure what about this whole, recent controversy made people question my sexuality, but I have ideas. But I've asked this question before, so if you've been following me for a while, or just recently follow me, you see my content. What is it about me that makes people think that I'm homosexual? And I got tough skin, you can tell me. But I'm curious. Like I said, I have my ideas as to why, but I'm curious to hear what other people think. Um, so if anyone's brewing up a response in there, I'll talk about mine. I think it's because I challenge the stereotypes of traditional masculinity, and I show qualities that are often associated with the divine feminine, like being sensitive, being empathetic, um, um, emotional expression. Like I'm not afraid to cry. I'm not afraid to express myself and express myself emotionally. Um, like even this, some people might say like, "Oh yeah, this is sassy," because I got my hair back in like a poof, or sometimes I might split it down the middle or part it and then do two little separate little puff balls because that's all I know how to do. And I don't have 9 to 10 hours to spend two strand twisting my hair, so like it's certain things like that I do. Like, oh, I'll do a face mask, or oh, I'm painting my nails, or oh, I'm doing this. Like, oh, I let my sister put on a installation or whatever the hell you call it. Like certain things that a lot of men may not do. I do that, which makes people question. So, yeah, I'm curious about what you think. But let's go ahead and unpack that then. Um, So the question that I'll first start off with: perception of masculinity in the black community. Somebody asked me that. What is my perception of masculinity? I think that the view of masculinity in the black community is, what's a good word for it? Counterproductive and damaging. And I'm victim of that upbringing. As a young black man, I was taught to repress my emotions. Like, oh, men don't cry. If you cry, you're a baby, or that's what women do. And expressing yourself in that emotional sense. Yeah, just trying to, you got to be a tough guy all the time, stoic, which has its purposes and places, but to just completely repress your emotional, that divine feminine that is inherent in all. We have divine masculine and divine feminine in everyone, but as men we're taught to suppress that side, and that leads to more problems than one leading down the line. So I view that, yeah, my perception of masculinity is it's damaging and it's toxic how we operate now, and we need to have a more balanced approach and be more accepting of men that are balanced and have healed past that suppression. Yeah, let me pause that right there and go through some of the stuff that I've seen. You're far from that, but I think it's just because I know you personally. I don't get that at all. I mean, and that's what a lot of people say. Somebody said in the last, like, I don't get gay vibes from you, but I mean, I be hearing it, so I'm just curious. But that's my view on it, because I do certain things that a lot of men may not be comfortable with, and I don't give a damn. I'll cry online in front of millions of people. I don't care. I'm human. I had a human response to something that made me emotional. Okay. I think about you. They want to see what they want. See what they want and run with it. For sure. I've been experiencing a lot of that. Everything is sassy of the internet nowadays. Yeah. People be calling me sassy all the time, especially because I know how to clap back. I know how to clap back. Yeah. And apparently, and I know that from personal experience. I know that you shouldn't, I'm not going to say the G word, but you shouldn't get into joning matches with a man who is homosexual, because they'll destroy your entire existence and leave you feeling less than shit, less than like shit. And I think I had that effect when I clap back, so people see that and be like, oh yeah, he must be sassy. Them sassy responses. Or like, if you come out the side of your neck talking crazy, I'm going to talk about your edges or your lace front lifting up, because I know a little. I got 5 little sisters. My mom's a cosmetologist. My sister's into cosmetology, so I know little things to look for. So I'll speak on it. Yeah, but that makes me sassy. So there's that. Project their own insecurities onto others. Yeah, we about to tackle that. We about to get deep real quick. It's about to get deep. If you're not looking like a rapper or a street nigga, they for sure. Or if you're like you're proper, I'm a gay man, you're attractive, and a lot of gays love to project. Thank you for being honest, Drew Jarvis. I know I fucked that up. I'm sorry. Low-key forgot how to cry. Yeah, me too. And you might resonate with this. Emotional numbness. I reached a point where I've become emotionally numb because I've experienced so much that it just doesn't even hurt anymore. And it's hard for me to cry. I've opened up more than I have before. Like, they'll flow. It has to be something real intense. But I get that feeling all the time, like in the back of your throat when you're about to cry, but you just can't quite let it out. Like, it'll get there, and then it'll just disappear, and then I just don't feel anything. And that just comes from years and years of repression shit, but that's not good, because all that energy is getting stored. We store our trauma and our stress in our body, and it leads to more problems than one. So we got to work through that, Mr. or Mrs. Void, whoever that is. We got to work through that. Some people want to associate whatever they see as negative to be gay. Oh, I just said the G word. Hopefully I don't get flagged. I hate that sassy word. I hate it too. What's up, Miss Daly? I give a gay vibes and attractive male. Do you have a... Hold on. You don't give off gay vibes, but my people be hoping an attractive male is gay. Do they have a chance? Okay, I get what you're saying. And reading is a black person thing. We know cracking. Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, we're still on that though. Damn, where did I leave off? Because I tried to pause so I could read the things, and I kind of left off. I was talking about my perceptions of masculinity, how it's damaging. Yeah. Okay. So, yeah. So the next one, I'm trying to think of how I want to tackle this, but I guess I'm gonna tackle this in 2 parts. Well, I answer a few questions at the same time, but someone asked, why are heterosexual males so... Damn, maybe I can find it. It was like, why are heterosexual males so hostile towards... I'm trying to find it. Stick with me. Um, of course, I can't find it. Anyway, it said something along those lines. Why heterosexual males so I don't know, they get so violent and so like defensive towards the topic of homosexuality, and I'm just going to go ahead and say it. This might ruffle a few feathers, but oh well. And just wait till I save this and put it on. But I believe that a lot of men. First off, let me preface it with this: if you have to expend so much energy to prove that you're not homosexual, then I'm sorry to tell you, you probably are. That's just me. Like if you have to put so much effort and energy to like, oh, the no homo or the pause or if something homosexuals around you, you got to just get overly manly and overly aggressive and sometimes violent. I think that says a lot about you. And I think that a lot of men are like that. They get defensive when they have things that are around them that are homosexual because it makes them feel uncomfortable because they have parts of themselves that they haven't worked through or they don't understand. Um, and that leads them to act a certain way. So that's just me, and I'm willing to die on that hill 1,000% of the time. So to segue to the next question, am I bisexual? I'm not bisexual, but the next question says, have I ever been open to men? I've never been open to men, but I can say I went through like a bisexual phase back in like in the elementary, transition into middle school, like fourth to sixth grade range. I mean, like just to start, I'll preface this with this quote: "No one can say anything about me that I'm not willing to say myself," and this is one of those situations. Yeah, I went through a little bisexual phase back when I was in elementary, middle school. Yeah, hormones are raging. I was a horny ass little boy, so yeah, I was making out with chicks. I was making out with some of my guy friends. Didn't think much of it, but as I got older, probably like as I'm transitioning into middle school, I started to realize like what I like when I first started looking at the P word or corn. Like I wasn't typing in dingling or anything. I was typing in like boobies or tatas and big butts or stuff like that. So I kind of like knew early on like okay, I got a little experience with both sides, but now I know that that's I like women. So ever since then, once I had that little phase and then I transitioned out of it, ever since then I've been interested in the opposite sex. So heterosexual. But a lot of men won't admit that. A lot of men are scared to admit that. I'm not afraid to admit when I was who did who didn't do questionable things when we were young? We all did questionable shit when we were younger. I did some questionable shit, and yeah, I had a little bisexual phase. I didn't like go past like making out or like you might feel on a little butt cheek or something, a little gonad, but other than that, like I didn't transition deeper like to other bases. I don't know the number scaling system, but yeah, it was only like first, second base type shit. And that was enough for me to like, okay, I got it, but I got the experience, but I know I like what I like. So I ain't afraid to admit it. So never been interested in men, but when I was a minor, I did have a little phase. But I'm glad I had that experience early on. So like as I'm like now being older, I don't have to like question anything. And I think a lot of men probably had the same situation happen, probably got even more intense than what I experienced, but they kind of repress that side of them because it's frowned upon in society, so they bury that side deep down within, and then when they get older, they have certain reminders and certain triggers, so they answer with like violence and disrespect, so on and so forth. So, yeah, yeah, I ain't afraid to admit it. Key sex spirit, experimenting with the same. Oh, for sure, especially as young as kids, for sure. I was horny as hell. But yeah, hey, appreciate that, Adrian. I have no shame. And this is what I'm trying to epitomize authenticity and vulnerability because that is important, especially as men today. It is important to be vulnerable. And it's important to speak about things and to be comfortable with yourself and confident. I'm comfortable and confident, so I can say shit like that for sure and have no shame. Tried it. It was nice at the moment. We passed it for sure. Yeah. We're saying they probably gay, but for us that was born in the 90s, under being gay was a negative thing. So that negative, oh, for sure, yeah, yeah, it's viewed as a negative thing in society. So you automatically got to fight anything that is of that. I do get that. Morgan, are you still in here? That's my sister in here now. Uh, that's why things asshole be dirty. They don't want to. For sure. Yeah, we talked about that. Me and my sister talked about that. And yeah, we have evidence to prove that men think they don't like wash their ass because they feel like it's homosexual. They don't want to get down there and touch their own crack, touch their own anus because they feel like the boogeyman is watching for some godforsaken reason. Yeah, you definitely shouldn't text and drive. So go ahead and tune back in when you're in the crib, yo. Go ahead and tune back in when you're in the crib, yo. Yeah. As a gay minor, I got bullied really bad in high school because I was gay, and the boys never told me why they didn't like me. I was always confused. Yeah, that says more about those bullies than it does about you. A lot of people are uncomfortable and they project their own traumas and insecurities and adverse experiences and God knows what else on the other people, and it's not fair. So I'm sorry that you experienced that. I'm sorry. Um, yeah, that sucks. People suck. People just fucking suck. People suck. But yeah. So I know when I post that, like I said, I'm gonna save this live and I'm gonna post it. But I know that there's gonna be people that hear that and they're gonna have that sigh of relief moment, like, oh yeah, he is. He is he is ahead of the sexuals. So he's ahead of the sexuals. So I still might have a chance. And then you have the other people on the other hand, like, damn, I thought we had him, but sorry, but thanks anyway, though. Thanks anyway. I think that's pretty solid as far as the dating segment is concerned. Got any questions? Other questions wrapped into that? Um, yeah, yeah. I think that's pretty solid there. I think that's pretty solid. So before we adjourn this, we got any other questions as it pertains to dating and sexuality? Hopefully that cleared the air for some people in here, and hopefully when I post this on my account, it'll clear the air for more people. Yeah. Morgan, are you still here? Oh yeah, I'm gonna still put the out of pocket ones on. Thanks for reminding me because I almost forgot. Morgan, we gotta check if Morgan's here because we gotta tell about the plan for the speed dating. Morgan, are you here? Someone get Morgan in the chat. I think she's here. Let me try to invite her. Oh, you can only invite people that are in here. If I mention her, will it tell her that? Will it give her that notification? No, there. Yeah, I'm gonna post some quick, crazy things that people were putting in the little questions thing. I'm trying to get my sister in here though, because I wanted to ask her about the speed dating. I'm gonna send her the live, and hopefully she'll come in. Yeah, I'm not necessarily going to answer them. They're not necessarily questions. They're just kind of like out of pocket comments. Like, let me try to find one. Someone asked, do I have a YouTube? I do. It's in my bio. So a lot of the content requests, I'm going to be building my YouTube. I got a couple weeks to build my YouTube. I'm trying to really get my YouTube up before I go on Dr. Phil, because I want to go on Dr. Phil, and then people see my stuff and they come back to my page and see content there. So I'm trying to find the thing. It's not even on here. Oh no! So it was on the content suggestions. It was on the content suggestions, so it's not in the questions. But someone literally said, I don't even want to fucking say it. I don't even want to say it. To not be vulgar, there was a certain individual who, for the comment that he was requesting, he requested a couple of my body parts and said that he wanted them. So, yeah. There's that. That's what I was trying to find, but it's not in this one. That's a fact. I don't know what about USA Made being gay so negative. Because a lot of people are. A lot of these men are. They just don't want to admit it. That's what I think. A lot of these men are sus. They be talking about, oh yeah, the bros, this, the bro. Like, they banging out some of their bros. That's just straight up. And they don't want to admit it, so they gotta attack everything that's gay is evil. How did I respond? I blocked them. Yeah. I don't think there's any other way to respond to that. Morgan, request in here real quick. Join the live real quick. I have a question for you. I sent it to you to get you here. It worked, as you can see. She rude as hell. Like, why you gotta put all them question marks? What the fuck?
Hello.
I just had a question for you, big dog.
What?
Turn the camera on.
No, I'm looking a mess right now. Had a long day at work.
So did most of us in here. Chad, if you wanted to turn on the camera, put camera in the chat. Everyone wants to see you. Everyone wants you to be vulnerable. We had a vulnerable moment in here. We had a vulnerable moment in here, and everyone wants you to continue with this vulnerability. So go ahead and put camera in the chat if you think my sister is beautiful regardless of the day that she's had.
Just ask me the question.
We got a camera in the chat. Thanks, Macarena. We got another camera in the chat. So go ahead and
y'all whack.
We've got the camera emoji coming in the chat. So Morgan, everyone has spoken. So go ahead and not let people down.
Hello. Hello.
I'm okay. Well, she cut it on. Okay, we see the top of her head or the side, wherever the hell that is. But somebody brought up the idea that I should do a speed dating segment. Go ahead and cut it back on, please.
Oh my god.
I can't. The connection doesn't. It cuts out when the camera goes. But yeah, someone asked me to do a speed dating segment on live where people will come in and essentially, like, you know, like a speed dating show. They'll come in and they're essentially dating me on the live, and it's either I'm gonna like be with it or not with the shits, and then we'll just see that whole experience on live. But I said, and like to set it up, like again, it will just be here on live, but I can't get all the people who are interested to come to me, because if they do, I'll know who they are already, and then I'll be tempted to go, like, you know, check their profile, and then I'll be like, oh yeah, she's automatically cut. I wanted to be like, I'll start the live, and this is the first time that I'm seeing them, and knowing that they're interested. So I was saying, like, maybe I can get my sister, if y'all are interested, hit my sister up. So then when I set it up, I don't know, we can coordinate it that way so the people can go through you. So I don't know who these individuals are. So on the live, it can be my first time seeing them. Make sense?
I'm cool with that.
Cool. So if you just caught all that, hold on one more time. If you could cut the camera back on.
Marquise.
I'm almost done.
Okay, I can still listen.
I'm sorry, what'd you say?
I can still listen.
It's like cutting out every time. Try to catch your camera back on real quick.
You about to be short.
So yeah. Someone asked what this live was about. The live was me answering questions from people, but we're kind of done with that. I'm about to end it now, actually. But someone brought up the excellent idea that I should do a speed dating thing on my live because so many people are interested in my dating life and attempting to shoot their shot. So like I'm going to open that up and give people a chance to do it on live and make it entertaining and have some fun with it. So I don't know when exactly it's going to be. It's of course still in the planning phases, but I'm going to set it up right here on live. You'll join the live and then we'll just like have a list and we'll bring you in, ask a few questions. It'll be like, speed, and we'll see if, fucking with it and if we're not. And yeah, so if you're interested, you have to, my sister is right there. You can say, hey, I'm interested. Her account is, I don't know if you can see the name in here, but if you're interested, and I'm going to make a video about this too and pitch the idea. But for the people that are here in the live, if there are any, my sister's there and we'll set it up. So that's all we needed you for.
Okay, I'm doing hair, so I'm leaving.
Do it on Discord. Okay. I don't know. I don't have a Discord. Hey, Morgan, comment. I'm the sister when you get out of here.
I'm the sister. I think people already know that, but
I mean, they saying print, so I'm make it weird for people. That's her. So if you're interested, there she is. So yeah, I guess I'll leave another minute for people to do that. Discord takes 1 minute to make, but it's gonna take me a few to learn what it is. Like I'm not interested in learning the platform. I
what's
really haven't
Discord?
used. Huh?
What's Discord?
I don't know. I heard my students talk about Discord all the time, but I don't know what it is. I'm not about to learn a new platform. You're doing all over. I mean, it could be all over for real. Whoever. I'm not really a fan of long distance, but like I said before, if you're an exceptional woman, perhaps we'll see. But yeah.
He's lying.
What do you mean?
No, because I can just cut that.
What do you mean I'm lying? What do you mean I'm lying?
I was just kidding.
Oh, Discord is a server, I believe. Yeah. See, too much I gotta learn. I got enough up there already. So yeah. Well, yeah. So that's it though. Hopefully your shit start jumping for real.
Yeah, we'll see.
We shall see indeed.
All right. Well,
I'll fuck with you.
all right, check.
Yeah.
Are you going to kick me off of here?
I mean, I don't have to.
Please.
If you want to.
Well, yeah, if you don't want me on here no more, my hands have moved. So.
Right. So yeah, there's that. No, I think before I get off, I'll answer this last question. Has my social media presence strengthened / weakened my mental health? I'd say a little bit of both. It just depends on the day. I think that has strengthened my mental health in the sense that, I can have a shit ton of people thinking this and saying this stuff about me, but I'm still like maintaining my cool for the most part and resting in my innocence. So that strengthened me in the sense of like facing adversity, but weakened me in the sense that like, how can I put this, like, even though I don't let it get me out of character, it still hurts to see stuff about you that isn't true. And it sucks. It sucks reading that stuff. It sucks getting DMs or seeing people comment stuff under my page or people making whole videos about me and having this swayed viewpoint. And they don't even know me, and that hurts. even though like I'm not about to be like crying about it, but every time I read it, I can feel it. It's like, oh, it's like a little jab. Like, damn, you gotta just roll the punch off. But yeah, so I say a little bit of both, but we're still here, and I'm not gonna let it break me. I'm gonna use it to my advantage. Yes, yes. But yeah, that's it. That is it. I think that was a pretty successful live. Again, I'm not gonna buy to the time. I'm not gonna be on here all night because every time I get on live, I be on here for hella long. So flip the light and then be yeah. So for the last time, if you're interested in that speed dating thing, my sister is there, and you can send her a message so we can coordinate it. I don't want you to send it to me because I want the live to be the first time that I'm talking to you. So if you're interested in being on the speed dating, live speed dating segment, my sister profile is right there, and you can DM her, and it'll be lit. It'll be lit. If all hearts and minds are clear, if all hearts and minds are clear, any other pressing questions? I didn't get it. How do you say that? Je n'ai pas reçu. I think that's how you say it. Je n'ai pas reçu. Je n'ai pas reçu un message. I looked. I didn't see a message there. I was talking about that earlier. Like people saying, "Oh, I DM'd you. Check your DM or message request." And I look in there, and it's nothing in there. I don't have any like new stuff. It's just stuff that's already there. I think that it like glitched out because there's so many in the. I don't know if that like messes it up, but if there's so many in the message request that it just like doesn't show the new ones as they come in. I don't know, but I didn't see it. Désolé, je n'ai pas vu. Yeah, I think that's it. So, go ahead. If you're just joining in, sorry, you just missed a juicy topic, but I'm actually about to post this straight to my account. So, feel free to watch it and enjoy it, and send it to whoever. So, that being said, um, sign off here. Sign off. I wish you could enlarge people's profile pictures. She look kind of good. All right. Anyway, all right. I'm getting off here. Love you. Bye.